Hey my queens, welcome back to my channel. So I am here with Soul Sunday. I told you guys that I was going to start this up because excuse me, because I think that my channel needs to have a little bit of this, not even just a little bit, maybe a lot of this, because there's other things other than, you know, beauty, hair, makeup, all of that stuff. We need to figure out how we can beautify our souls and make sure that you know, we're being the best people that we can be and achieving everything that we can, you know, by being just good people, you know what I'm saying? So, and supporting each other, giving each other feedback and, you know, advice. You know, there are different people on this channel. Like, I have so many different subscribers, age, you know, races, everything. So most of the women I believe are African American, but I just have so many different age groups and things like that, and I welcome it all on my channel. I just want everybody to feel like this is a safe place and a safe environment to, you know, express yourself and be supportive. I don't want any negativity. If I see it, it goes, you know, you're getting blocked immediately. But yeah, so I didn't really want this to be like a advice type of thing, because I'm 25 and I feel like I have lived enough life and I have done, you know, quite a bit of things in my life as far as like that would help people, and I've been through a lot in my life that could help people. But I don't know, I just was like, well, a lot of people do advice on their channel, and I just feel like, I don't know, I don't want people to think I'm doing what everybody else do. But whatever, if I can help and the other queens can help in the comments, I'm definitely going to do it. So I received this kind of lengthy email from a young lady, only a year older than me. She's 26 years old, and she didn't, I'm not going to say her name, so I'm going to change it because I don't think she wants me to say her name. So I'm going to call her Crystal, and that's what we're going to say. She says, "Dear Deanna, first of all, I'm so happy you have decided to stay on YouTube. Don't let the likes and the views discourage you from your purpose." Oh, thank you so much. You truly inspire me. I am writing because you mentioned you will be doing Soul Sundays, and hopefully you and the other queens can give me some advice. I am 26 and my boyfriend and I have been together since my senior year of high school. It's been ups and downs in our relationship. He was unfaithful during the first 6 months of our relationship, and I forgave him and we moved past it. Well, at least I thought, because honestly I haven't ever been able to get over it fully. It's always been in the back of my head. He somewhat has made strides to show me he has been faithful and I'm the apple of his eye, but he still does things that makes it seem like he might be doing dirt. He comes in late, meaning after 3 a.m. on days that I know he has to be at work the next morning. He has 2 cell phones and I only have the number to one. And I also found out he has a separate Facebook account, which he says is his business page, but he has a landscaping business and all of his friends on the page are women. Okay, where was I at? Are women. I'm in love with him and he is my first and only everything. So the attachment is real. We have lived together the past 2 years and I do everything for him. Wash his clothes, cook his food, all of that. Everything I feel a wife should do. But I honestly don't think he will marry me anytime soon. I want to be a wife and be in love and happy with him, but I have so many doubts. My question is, do you think I should confront him about the other Facebook page, or am I being petty? And should I just let this relationship go and move on? Wow. So, Crystal, there's so many things I could say about this. So many things. Okay, I'm not going to say I was in a similar situation because I've never lived with a boyfriend or anything like that. But one thing I can say is, the first thing that comes to mind when I read this message is one thing that stuck out to me was that you said you do everything for him. Why is that? Why are you doing everything for this man when, first of all, you have doubts about this man, and secondly, you don't have a ring? I'm sorry, but I am not going to ever give my all to somebody fully as far as cooking, cleaning, doing wifely duties without the title. I will not do that. That's just me. You know, other people, they might have, you know, that's cool with them. They can shack up and you know, give somebody, and at the end of the day, you didn't say in the email that you were sexually intimate with this person, but I'm pretty sure since you have been with him since, you know, you were a senior in high school and you've lived with him for the past 2 years, I'm pretty sure you're sexually intimate. But what I'm saying is you're giving your body to this person, you're cooking them meals, probably when he gets home after 3 a.m. You know, he probably has a meal that he can warm up or whatever, or, you know, whenever. And you're washing his clothes. Please, I wish I would. I wish I would. That's the first mistake I think you made, is by living with this man before you really fully trusted him again. Because he was you didn't really say in the email how many times he did it. Honestly, it really doesn't matter in my opinion. Unfaithful is unfaithful. So in my opinion, being unfaithful is doing something that you wouldn't want your partner to do. So whether that be going out to dinner with another person, whether that means texting another person, it's being unfaithful, period, in my opinion. Like, that's just me. It might just be just me. I know it's not just me, because I've had conversations with other females about this too. But what I'm saying is, if you still had doubts about this man, I don't think you should have definitely moved in with this man at all. To answer your question as far as should you confront him about the Facebook page, I will say this: Facebook and Instagram, social media period, does not really affect good relationships. If you have trust in your relationship, if you really fully trust your partner, I don't think social media will have a negative effect on your relationship. But like you have doubts about this man, and he's doing things to kind of prove your doubts, and men always want to say, well, you're so insecure, I just hate blah 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 blah, and which is why you're probably hesitant of even asking him about the Facebook page. I don't think you should confront him in a combative way, meaning like, what is this about? Like, no, with the head rolling and all of that stuff. Come at him a different way. Come at him in a way that still, you know, you don't think that he's probably doing anything. Don't come at him as you're accusing him of doing something. Just kind of be like, you know what, I came across your page, your business page on Facebook, and I kind of realized that all of the people on your Facebook is women, and I just want a little bit more info. I think he owes you that. You've been together for, you know, some years now, so I feel like he definitely owes you that. And as far as you moving on with the relationship, I don't think you should break up with him. Definitely I think you should talk with him about the issues that you're having and the reasons why you have doubts. Does he even know you have doubts, or are you just kind of not saying anything and he's just going on about his business? Because honestly, I hate to say it like this, but men are stupid. They really are. Most of the time, they are really stupid, and they cannot read in between the lines. And if you are not direct with them, if you cannot you're not telling them exactly how you feel, or they act like it's, you know, they don't know what's going on. So you have to tell them. And it's not always about what you say, it's how you say it. So just sit him down and have a real, you know, you're 26. Let him know, you know, you're not getting any younger. You want to be a wife one day. Does he have any intentions? Have y'all even talked about marriage? I feel like y'all have been together this long and y'all have lived together for 2 years. What's the holdup? What is really the holdup? Because if he is comfortable enough, he has his own business, which I congratulate. That's beautiful. You know, if you're doing it the right way and, you know, you're pursuing your dreams, do it. But what's the holdup? Like, is he trying to get his business off the ground? Like, if there's something that's holding up, you need to know about it. You need to ask questions. And I think that's some women just have that issue with asking questions because they think that the man is going to just be, you know, combative with them, or they're going to think that they're not down for them or a ride or die. You've been with him for how long? This has been a long relationship. You've been with him, you're 26 and you've been with him since the senior year of high school. That's a long time. So let me tell you something. I will never in my life, like I said, give my all to a person. And first of all, I don't think that they have, you said in the email you don't think that he has any intentions of marrying you anytime soon. Why not? Ask that and go, oh, forgive me. Ask him why. Ask him why do you feel like he's stalling with being engaged? Like, what do you, where does he see himself in the next 2 to 3 years with you? Where does he see this relationship going? Because that's when I think you should go ahead and make the decision whether you should stay or leave. Don't just say, you know, I'm Gary Deuce it out, because he might have a ring already prepared for you. You never know. He might be putting in overtime. You just never know what's really going on. So you need to ask more questions. That's my best advice for this situation. Ask more questions. The way you do it is going to give you the results. If you come to him like with your head spinning and you accusing him, I know you cheated on me before. And one other thing, if you really have issues with his previous infidelity, then really you should have gotten some type of counseling or talked about it a little bit more, maybe with a pastor or with another married couple or a couple period that you trust or something like that, to give you some sound advice or to kind of counsel you through that. Or maybe a couple who has been through, you know, their spouse being unfaithful or whatever. You really should have if you were going to take him back, you really should have gotten some type of counseling or something, so you won't have these, because a lot of relationships end up failing because they continuously bring up old stuff. If you're going to forgive this man, the slate needs to be clean. You know what I'm saying? And if you said that he's somewhat doing things to make it seem like he's the apple of you're the apple of his eye, you know, that's beautiful. But what's up with him coming in at 3 a.m.? Like, he has a landscaping business. If that's his full-time job, understanding what you can do after 15 minutes, you know, after 15 minutes, I'm not understanding what you can do at night. So, my best advice, like I said, my best advice is to ask him and let him know that you're, first of all, having doubts about what he's doing. You know, why he's coming in at 3 a.m. Why all of his Facebook friends are women. And it's his business page. You know, and I feel like if he's a real man, he can answer these questions. And if not, if you feel like he's still lying about something, you might need to go ahead and try to move out. Because A, you're doing all of the wifely duties and you have no title. And a lot of people, it's just a piece of paper, blah, 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 blah. No, it's not. It's a commitment. It's a commitment. And a lot of people like to say, you know, it's just a piece of paper or whatever, because that's what somebody has, you know, shoved into their head and they just believe it. No. Think more of yourself. You deserve to be a wife. You're doing all of the stuff the wife does. Why not? Why not? Stop doing all of those things, and I guarantee some changes are going to be made. If he knows what he has, then some changes are going to be made. Period. And that just separates the boys from the men. Period. So that's my best advice. Come at him in the correct way. Express to him your concerns, why you have these doubts. And express to him that you want to be married one day. Like, what's going on? Like, where do you see us in, you know, a year or two? Like, what do you see? And see what he says. And that will, I'm pretty sure it will give you the answers that you need as far as if you should move on, and you're still young. If you have to move on, so be it. So be it. Like, some people just think, oh my gosh, I don't want to start over. I don't want to do that. Like, honey, no. You can move on. I don't care if you're 50. Move on. Because if you ain't getting treated right, if you have doubts, all this other stuff, and he's not giving you no type of act right, then it's time to move on. Period. So, Crystal, that's my best advice for you. Thank you so much for your encouraging words. I'm glad I can inspire you. I love you all. If you have an email that you would like to send me, or some advice that you think myself or the other queens could help you out with, definitely email me. My email is down in the description box, so definitely check that out, or I'll put it somewhere on this video. But yeah, let Crystal know what you guys think down below. I think that's the best advice I can come up with right now in my 25 years of experience. But yeah, just comment down below what you think. Bottom line is, stop doing wifely duties when you are still a girlfriend. Period. If they want you to do wifely duties, put a ring on it. Flat out. And that's just me. So yeah, that's my best advice. If you have other advice that you could give Crystal, let her know down below. I'm sure she'll be reading the comments. I love you guys so much, and stay tuned for the next Soul Sunday. Tomorrow I will be having a makeup video on my channel, so definitely check that out. And I will see you queens later. Deuces.